All right. Good morning, everybody. We are here with our morning reading. It is a beautiful day here in Amman, Jordan. The sun is shining. The land is green and blossoming. It is a nice, warmish, cool kind of day.
Yes,
We are glad to be here this morning. Now we have picking up now.
34:28.
So, right, 34 and 28. So now in this chapter, 34 and 28, we have now Moses has just received the renewal of the covenant from the Most High. And most people don't know that there is a law concerning this. In the day you hear the law, right, the covenant is renewed. Right? It says, upon the expression of these words is my covenant renewed. So I know this is not written in any Bible because all of those Bibles have been altered. Right? There is a preservation, right? We have a preservation, right? Your enemy, know yourself. If you know your enemy will always preserve the original article.
Yes, so they can keep up with it.
He may not promote it,
Right.
but he gonna preserve it. We have a copy of that preserved word. And it says, upon the expression of these words is the covenant renewed. So we are expressing these words to you, right? And now every time we go through this process, you're going to see a cycle. There is a mistake, a crime, there is a punishment, there is the performance of whatever is necessary to repair the crime and the payment of the punishment of the crime. There is a further iteration of the law and the judgments. The judgments is how you think. Most people think that the judgments is like, the punishment for the crime. No. That is a performance. That is what is done once you accept the judgment. How we think about this and how this is punished is expressed.
Yes.
So the same way you can look at a picture and say, oh, that's beautiful, that's a judgment. It's how you think, how you perceive something. All right, so now we're going to get down here to verse 28. And he was there before Yahweh 40 days and 40 nights. He ate no bread, nor did he drink water, and he wrote upon the other tablets of the words of the covenant, the 10 words. We went over that. The 10 words which had been written upon the former tablets. And it was at that time when Moshe came down from Mount Sinai with the 2 tables of the testimony in the hand of Moshe, in his descending from the mountain, that Moshe knew that the visage or the form of his face had shone with the splendor which had come upon him from the brightness of the glory of Yahweh Shekinah in the time of his speaking with him. So Moses cuts the covenant, goes up the mountain 40 days, comes down at the golden calf incident. He cleans up everything, goes back up this mountain again, gets the instructions, does the tablets, expresses the words of the Most High to the people, and comes down after another 40 days. Now Moses' face is shining. Right? He had been fasting. He said, up there, no food, no water,
Water. Mm-hmm.
right? He's up there. He's just with the Most High and just getting this lesson, right? So he had no food and no water,
Mm-hmm.
just in the presence of the Most High, and he is shining.
Mm-hmm.
The Most High is sustaining him. 40 days, no food, no water.
Mm-hmm.
So this is where you get it from. So after 80 days in the presence of the Most High, this time, let's see what happens afterwards. And Aaron and all the sons of Israel saw Moshe, and behold, the glory of the form of his face shined, and they were afraid to come near him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Moses comes down. They not having a party. They learned the lesson.
Yeah.
They're not having a party this time,
Mm-hmm.
right? They're not, hooking up and worshiping idols no more. They're not doing things the Egyptian way this time.
Right.
They learned the lesson.
Right.
But now they see Moses when they come down, they look at him, and Moses looked different than everybody else. Moses is shining.
Right. And as we're reading this, he wasn't purposely fasting to get power.
No.
He was doing something.
He had to follow instructions.
instructions.
So if I have to go up this mountain and there's no food or drink here, and the Most High got me reading and writing and chiseling out on the mountain, and I don't have no instruction to come down, I'm not going down.
Right. Right.
Right?
Right.
Listen, have you ever been involved in a work assignment and just lost track of time?
Yes.
This is what's happening here.
Thank you.
Right?
Thank you. Because the idea of what we have about fasting, we really need to change and get away from that.
We'll get into that. We'll get into the fasting. We'll get into all of these things. But first things first, this is Moses, and the Most High has put this fast upon him because he's up on this mountain and he have no instruction to leave. Neither is he hungry or thirsty.
Right. He was on a mission.
He's not hungry or thirsty at this time. He's not come up for 40 days and fast, no water, no food. No, he said, come up here and I'll teach you. Now the Most High is teaching him. He's caught up in this lesson. He's excited. And he's working. Got to chisel this and how we make this and how we get this. Now he come back down, right?
Right.
And everybody looking at him like, Moses, you shining. He's a shining. Right? So now Moses calls to them, and Aaron and all the princes who had been appointed chiefs in the congregation returned, and Moses conversed with them. So now Moses is talking to all the chiefs. He's like, come.
These are the sheikhs.
All the sheikhs, all the sultans, the sultans. Come. You, come. I'll teach you something. And afterward drew nigh all the sons of Israel, and he taught them all that Yah had spoken to him on Mount Sinai again. So now Moses is like, okay, listen, let me tell you what he told me. It's like this, it's like that. We making this, we make that. He's excited.
Yes.
They're not caught up in no problems. He's happy. The covenant's renewed. He's a shining. His glory is upon him. Now, the first time he came down and the glory was in the tablets.
Right.
The tablets was shining with words turning in them.
Right.
And he broke those.
Yes.
Now, this time, he come down, the tablets is regular stone, and he's shining.
Right.
Because what the Most High told him, the glory of this, the glory of your splendor is on account of the people. So the first time he comes down, he had no glory because the people corrupted themselves. So the glory in the tablets, the people corrupted themselves. Now, this time he comes down, the tablets have no glory. the glory in Moses. You see the difference? The Shekinah
Wow.
dwell among you when you embrace the law, and that law reflect from the leadership to the people.
People.
It reflect,
Mm.
meaning your leaders look more glorious the more lawful you are,
Yes.
right?
Right. Right.
This has nothing to do with numbers.
And the princes who have been appointed chiefs in Iran had to be taught.
Yeah, everybody have to be taught. So you have to be taught from the one
One,
who has been taught first.
yes.
So I've been living here as a Bedouin. So I know what it is to be Bedouin. I know Bedouin culture. I am a Bedouin.
Mm-hmm.
Now I want to teach you the culture and the law, having had to refine myself to it
Mm-hmm.
over the last 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm teaching you, and you can hear what? The depth of knowledge. And this for me is a surface level. It get deeper. This is a surface level. But you can't get any deeper without the giving
Mm-hmm.
for the building and you come openly. Like you this is not we're not hiding.
Right. And what I'm recognizing more and more as we read is that you cannot truly understand the law unless you have the culture with it.
Mm-hmm.
You have to not just know it, but hands on experience it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so and Moshe called to them Aaron and all the princes who have been appointed chiefs of the congregation. And Moshe conversed with them, and afterward drew nigh all the sons of Israel, and he
Mm.
taught them all that Yah had spoken to him on Mount Sinai. And when Moshe had finished to speak with them, he put over the form of his face a veil.
So the veil didn't come on till after he spoke to them.
Right, he spoke with them face to face. And because they were afraid, he put on the veil, a hijab. No. Everybody want to know where the
Yes.
burqa come from,
From
right? The burqa. So it's not just this hijab.
no, the one that
He
comes.
have the burqa. He have this thing on his face, covering his face, because he's shining. So Moses is walking around with the burqa, a burqa.
Mm.
Not for himself, for the people, because, you know, they scared,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
right?
Yes.
And Moshe put on the form of his vase a veil. And when Moshe went in before Yah to speak with him, he removed the veil from his countenance until he came forth. And when he came forth and spoke to the sons of Israel what had been commanded, and the sons of Israel saw the countenance of Moshe, that the glory of the form of Moshe's face was shining. And Moshe replaced the veil upon his face until the time of his going in to speak with him. So what Moses is doing, what Moses is doing is he keeps the veil on his face when he don't have nothing to teach. So when he goes in and gets the lesson from the Most High, he takes the veil off, he gets the lesson. When he comes out, he goes to the people and they see his face and he converses with them face to face, and his face is shining. Then, when he's done with the lesson, he put back on the mask, the burqa, and goes to his tent and minds his business.
Business. Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
And Moshe gathered together all the congregation of the sons of Israel and said to them, these are the things which Yah hath commanded to be done. All right. So now Moses is now teaching the people, veil is off. No veil. 6 days thou shalt do work, and on the seventh day there shall be to you the holy Sabbath, the Shabbat of repose before Yah. Whosoever doeth work on the Sabbath day, dying he shall die by the casting of stones. Okay, so now I am going to express to you about the Sabbath day. Okay? Now I'm going to teach you the Shabbat. Okay? I know you will not be able to keep it. I know. Okay? So first, let me tell you what month we are in. Okay? We are in the month of Tebet. Tebeth. We are in the month Tebet. Okay? And this coming Wednesday, all right, now you're going to see this whenever you see this, but this Wednesday, let me get a calendar so people can kind of, if you catch this at a different time, you can kind of pin this down. So this coming Wednesday will be, I need calendar.
Yes, sir. I'll get it for you.
So this coming Wednesday will be December the 7th. December the 7th. Now, this is to us the 14th day of Tibet. It is the second cycle of 7. So this will be Shabbat. This is December 7th, the 7th day of December, but it's our 14th day of Tibet, 2022. This will be the Sabbath, the Shabbat. This is the Shabbat. Now, you're not supposed to go to work. You're supposed to lie down and rest for the duration of this day from sunrise to about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. You're just lying down, you're relaxing, enjoying your family. You're not supposed to cook. You can warm up your food. You have microwave. It's not fire.
Right.
Right? It's not fire. You can warm up your food. If you have an electric warmer plate, you can use this. Turn it on the night before to keep your food warm. And or in the morning, whenever you want to use it, and warm up your food on a hot warmer plate. The electric one, no fire. Right? If you're camping outside, you make a fire at night. You put some wood up there. You keep wood nearby. You don't kindle the fire, but you can just add wood to it. It's right here. And you can warm your food up on the hot coals. Okay? You're not kindling fire. Don't kindle. You don't make fire. You can sustain it, but you don't make it. Okay? All right. So this is the Shabbat. Wednesday. this month, Wednesday.
Mm,
It will move
mm.
because of the new moon feast, which is coming in about another, 3 weeks?
Yes, about 3 weeks.
In about 3 weeks, the new moon will come in, and according to the Gregorian calendar's alignment, it will move.
Mm-hmm.
So you're not going to be able to tell your boss you can't come in on a Wednesday, but if you give to the land, and we own our own land and our own businesses, and we are growing our own food and doing what we need to do, we can
Mm-hmm.
enjoy our Shabbat.
Right. But it must be in our
You
land.
have to own everything.
Yes.
You have to own the entire system
Mm-hmm.
in order to shut down.
Right.
You cannot do this in America, but I know some of you gonna try, and I welcome it. Try it. I enjoy looking at your failure from afar. Because then, after you do all of this work and you try all of this and it fall apart, I go, see?
Mm-hmm. So there's no point of arguing and fussing with your boss and trying to get a letter validating you to
No.
have the Sabbath. Or you can't do it there.
As a matter of fact, I want you to do the opposite. I want you to accept that you are still in captivity.
Yes.
And I want you to work.
Mm-hmm.
What? I want you to work your way out. I want you to get your passport.
Mm-hmm.
I want you to get the 5-year Jordanian visas. And I want you to give your money
Mm-hmm.
to coming here
Yes.
so that we can buy the land. Before you get here, it takes 3 months at the fastest to build a building
Mm-hmm.
to house you. It takes 3 months. So we have to raise the money.
Mm-hmm.
We have to raise the money before you get here. If everybody give a little bit, we can build the whole community in 3 to 6 months.
Right.
Now that's going to be some world shaking.
Mm-hmm.
What? That's some world shaking right there.
Yes, it is.
That's world shaking. Because I guarantee you, I do this, I'm going to have that conversation with King Abdallah. Alhamdulillah.
Nah.
I have to have a conversation with King Abdallah.
Yes, yes.
Which is great. It's a wonderful thing because we will be investing in Jordan and its advancement. They like business here. They want to elevate.
Mm-hmm.
They want to elevate, and we are elevation.
Mm-hmm.
We are elevation.
Yes. We as a people, as a whole. I mean, the rain comes with us.
They don't even know about the rain. They don't know. I don't know so much. But invest with us here, and we elevate ourselves as a people. So it's not even that I become rich. That's not what happens.
No.
We
Become rich.
become rich, right? Kanye is a billionaire. You have nothing.
Right.
Yet you made Kanye a billionaire. I'm saying stop doing this. Invest here. Put it in the ground. We get billions of dollars or millions of dollars worth of land, millions of dollars worth of buildings. We move, relocate. We govern ourselves according to this law, which I'm reading. I'm teaching you this law. I'm getting up early in the morning every day to read you this law. And I'm telling you, we need to do this. You come, you do this. I guarantee you. In a very short period of time, you will see we have authority and power, and you will have your reestablishment. It's very easy for me to reestablish you to your father's houses because I know your father's houses. I know the traits and attributes of the tribes to categorize you. I was taught this. So you want someone else to do it? Fine. You want to trust DNA? Y'all been doing DNA forever. And you know what you never got? Accepted nowhere.
Right.
You have no establishment. You come here and we invest here, you get residency, right? We can deal with the next step when we get there. But at least when we get to the next step, we already have our own establishment.
Right. So we must understand you cannot keep the Sabbath until you have your land.
It begins with land.
It begins with land.
Jeremiah said, buy land. We will buy land in the provinces of Judah and Benjamin and in the environs of Jerusalem. That's the surrounding area. We are in the surrounding area buying land. Either you with the program and you serve the Most High by participating, or you gonna die. Because you a liar.
Yes.
You're not a servant of the Most High. You don't do this. Right? Oh, I could do it by myself. Well, do it by yourself then. That's not a community, but you can do it by yourself. Right? You're not a people until you become a people.
Right.
That's a group of people of the same ethnicity, of the same faith, of the same mindset, of the same law, of the same teaching, living together, working together, supporting each other.
Right.
There are no individuals.
Right. Abraham didn't leave by himself. He didn't start out by himself. He
Sure
had
didn't.
Lot, his wife, even Terah. They all left together.
The people don't see, like I said, you have to start. You have to have a group. You have to understand. You don't know the law because you've never practiced it. You don't know the culture and the traditions because you've never practiced it. You've done some things that you've read based upon the faulty books that you were given, that were authorized to give you and keep you in division. You keep them. Now we're not going to do that anymore. We're going to accept the fullness of the truth and come back and follow the fullness of the detailed instructions, and we're guaranteed to win. Okay? So now, and Moshe gathered all the congregation of the sons of Israel and said, these are the things which Yah have commanded. 6 days thou shalt work, on the seventh day rest. We know that's going to be Wednesday. It's the 7th of December, which is the 14th of Tibet. It will not continuously line up at this forever to be like the 7th day is on the 14th day, it's on the 7th day. I promise you, because next month it's going to move. It's going to be on a different day and time. I promise. As soon as the new moon hit, new moon does not count against the month. A month is only 28 days. However, we have 30 days this month between the new moon cycle. You have 30 days. So you have 28 days, a new moon, you have to wait. New moon festival doesn't count against the month. And then we continue after. I know that just went by very fast. We have to walk it out and watch and observe it with us. This way you can understand the count. So this Wednesday, the 7th of December, is the 14th of Tibet. Right?
The 4th month on our calendar.
Yeah, we're in the 4th month. Okay, Tibet. And whoever doeth work on the Sabbath day, dying he shall die by the casting of stones. My people, the sons of Israel, ye shall not kindle a fire in any place of your habitation on the day of the Sabbath, the Sabbath. And Moshe spake to all the assembly of the children of Israel, saying, this is the word which Yah hath commanded, saying, take of you a separation before Yah. Whosoever is moved in his heart, let him present the separation. All right, we back. Now we chapter 35 and verse 4. And Moshe spake to all the assembly of the children of Israel, talking to Yasharal, Bani Israel, the Hebrew Israelites. We're talking to you. This is the word which Yah hath commanded, saying, take from you a separation before Yah, whosoever is moved in his heart. So if you're not moved in your heart, get out the way.
This ain't for you.
This ain't for you. We don't want you, and the Most High don't want you neither.
Mm-hmm.
You wasn't moved in your heart when you heard the word of Yah from the book. Let him present the separation for Yah, gold, silver, or brass. So gold, we take gold, silver, or brass, okay? Or money. We taking money because we have to do something different than what they did. I'm going to explain it after we read everything they were required to take from.
And this is an offering.
This is an offering. You giving this to prepare for what you need.
Right.
Because they don't have this. They came out of Egypt, they don't have it. You in Egypt, when you come out, you're going to need something.
Mm-hmm.
Now is your time to prepare. Right? Or brass, or hyacinth, or purple, or scarlet, or fine linen, or goat's hair, or ram skins dyed red, or skin of seals, purple skins, or wood of sitta, that's acacia wood, right? Or oil for the lights, aromatics for the anointing oil, and sweet incense, the onyx stones, and the stones for completing the encasement of the ephoda and the breastplate. And let all the wise-hearted among you give and make all that Yah hath commanded.
It's a commandment.
So it's a give so that it can be made all that Yah hath commanded. So when he said, I promise you houses you didn't build, you need to give the money so we can build them for you and you can move into them brand new, fully furnished.
Mm-hmm.
Houses you didn't build. If you give, we can build it. We need to have the fields for the sheep, for the camels, for the donkeys, for the cows,
the goats.
for the goats. We have to have everything of ourselves. We have to own it. And we have to build our own housing. We have to own it. We have to own our own stores and businesses. We have to own everything. So we have to build the whole community. If you give, it will get done. Only the wise-hearted can hear what I'm saying right now. That means the foolish ones have an excuse.
Yes.
That means the foolish ones have no understanding. They're not going to do it. They're going to explain it away. All right? That means they have a dirty heart and they're not going to do it. They wasn't going to do it. And Most High not even interested in them. So now we get to sift all of you out. And this is what we have to build.
Yes.
So now I'm telling you, this is what Moses said to them. It's the same for us. But we have to lay down the groundwork to be able to restore these things.
Right.
So we need the land to even restore it.
And like you always say, one step.
One step.
The one step, we need to buy the land.
We buy the land, build the houses and the businesses.
Yes.
And get the land for the fields. We have to buy the land.
Gotta buy the land.
So you have the tabernacle, its tent, its covering, its hasp, and its boards, its bars and its pillars and its bases, the ark and its staves, and the mercy seat, and the veil for the covering, and the table and its staves, and all its vessels, and the bread for the presence, and the candelabrum for illuminations with the lamps, and the oil for the light, and the altar of sweet incense and its staves, and the anointing oil, and the sweet incense, and the curtain for the door of the tabernacle of ordinance, the burnt and the altar of burnt offerings, and its brazen gate with its staves, and its vessels, and the laver with its bases, and the curtain of the court with its pillars and bases, and the hanging for the gate of the court, and the pins of the tabernacle, and the pins of the court, and their cords, the vestments of ministration, right? Holy vestments, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got to learn what the holy vestments are. We're going to get into that because it's different from what you have been doing.
Yes.
Okay? And the for the ministering in the sanctuary. So there's ministering, the
Right.
administration in the sanctuary.
Yes.
So the sanctuary is a safe place. It's
Mhm.
not the tabernacle. The tabernacle
Yes.
is a different thing.
Right.
And the holy vestments for Aaron the priest. You see?
Yes.
So there's vestments of administration, vestments for the sanctuary, and vestments for the priest, and vestments for the sons of ministering.
Mm.
What? There's vestments for the children too? Yeah. You start grooming them into the administration. They have different vestments.
Mm-hmm.
And all the congregation of the sons of Israel went out from before Moses. Right? So now, when we end this video, you got to go out, back out to work. You got to go back to your regular life. The video is over. But every man whose heart was moved and everyone who was filled with the spirit of prophecy came and brought what he had for a separation before Yah for the work of the tabernacle of ordinance, the house of instruction, and for all its service and for the holy vestments. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
So we're telling you now, it's your time to build for yourself your kingdom, your community. It's very simple. We buy the land and pay for it. We pay to build the buildings. We pay to sow the fields. And we come and we work it. That's it. Then, from what we have of our own, we can now make the secondary separation for Yah. So when he asks for cinnamon, we have our own cinnamon trees that we can harvest the best cinnamon from.
Right.
We have our own frankincense and myrrh trees. We have our own herbs and spices and whatever is needed. We have our own. Now, if you participate in this, you will see the kingdom be built. You will see it. If you don't, you won't. You won't see the miracle. And I'm fine with that because you're fine with it. Right? And it said, and with the men came the women. Everyone whose heart was moved, and they brought chains and necklaces and rings and bracelets and every ornament of gold, everyone offering up the offering of gold before Yah.
Wow.
So we saying, now we have a link. You can buy gold, you can buy silver. Heck, if you already got gold and silver, we'll take that. Right? We'll take it. Because we have to build this. We'll take from what you have.
Right.
Right? You got them old big dookie chains. We taking it. We'll take that. Whatever you want to give. The old out of style ones, them old hoop earrings, the broken gold, please send it to us. We'll take all the old broken anything. Gold, silver, brass, send it.
Right.
Send it.
Yes, we have to get out of our minds of thinking that some divine thing's going to happen to make this happen for us. That's not the way. We have been given the instructions of what exactly to do, and it's for us to do it. We as a collective must buy the land. We as a collective must don't give the offering of separation. We must do this. You'll have a better appreciation you doing it. So it's not that, oh, you're using the scripture to do what you want to do. No, the scripture is giving us the instructions on what to do and how to do. There's no other way of doing this. This is the only way for it to work and for it to last. You can't do it no other way. You can't. You
It's
just
not
can't.
possible. So what we could do is we could stop being emotionally moved
Right.
by seeing reputation in fiction. Oh, Wakanda. Oh, we can stop being moved by this, right? And we can build our kingdom. We can build Jerusalem. We can build Jerusalem. We can build it. We are Jerusalem. We are. It is the people. So we buy our land and have our own closed community. And now we can develop it. We own it.
And the reason we do it here is because it's accepted. It's normal. It's not foreign. So it's not going to be stopped. It's going to be supported by those around us because it's not just
I'm
going to be
telling you,
us.
because, like in doing this much and this large of an investment, the people who come will be granted residency.
Yes.
Right? Because we invested in Jordan. We're investing in Jordan, right? We're making Jordan great. Yes, yes, yes. Jordan is great. This is a great place.
Yes, it
So I know when we come in and we start dumping in millions of dollars in investment in Jordan, I know there's a meeting with King Abdallah coming. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
I know this meeting is coming.
Yes.
And he will be happy and proud, and we could sit down and we'll finally be at the table as a kingdom as well.
Yes.
What? And there will be celebration and joy and gladness, for the people have returned to their customs and to their traditions and to what is right. And there will be celebration. But that's only for the wise-hearted who participate. Everybody who's going to sit on the sidelines and look, well, sit on the sidelines, look. You know what I'm saying? Keep waiting for a spaceship.
And the sky to crack open.
Keep waiting for the sky to crack open. Keep waiting. Keep waiting for somebody to ride on a flying horse. Keep waiting. Keep waiting. I don't even want you. I don't want none of that here. I don't need it. I need those who have come to hear the word and to obey. Right? With the truth.
Yes.
Right? We have the information. We have the understanding. We have the ability. We have even the resources. It is with us. It is in your hands already. It is in your hands. There is $1 trillion in the hands of the children of Israel in America alone. $1 trillion. And I'm talking about everybody just give a little bit. That's a little bit. There's $1 trillion. If you do this, we will have it this year. This year. Not even talking about the years to come, because the sheep multiply, right? The fields multiply upon themselves. They self-generate. So we're now have our own community. We don't have to ask nobody. We don't have to do nothing but work for ourselves. Have some pride. But it's a choice.
Yes, it is.
You know, so we're going to wrap this video up. One step, one step. I'll see you all tomorrow. You know, enjoy. Remember, Shabbat is the 7th of December. It is this Wednesday, the 14th of Tibet on the ancient calendar. Okay? I know you can't rest, but if you have to work because you in captivity,
Work.
then you know you in captivity because you have to work.
And be strong while you're at it.
Be strong and work and give for the separation because in not many days you will be here a business owner, a landowner, a property owner, part of a collective of the chosen people. I'll see you all in our next episode tomorrow.
Yeah.